Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, May 2nd, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. We got more Google ranking volatility. Google AI mode is now out in the wild, expanded way beyond what it usually was. Google Ads is doing this weird thing with commercial queries, label them as sponsored, as well as new channel reporting is out. ChatGPT search added shopping features, and so much more. So definitely stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Bruce Clay. Bruce Clay is one of the founding father of the SEO space, doing search marketing since 1996. Bruce Clay is big into SEO training, so check them out at seotraining.com and make sure to check out their new-ish tool called prewriter.ai. It'll help you do better writing, so check them out at prewriter.ai. And to learn more about Bruce Clay, check them out at bruceclay.com. Thank you, Bruce, for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate it. Okay, so first up, wouldn't be a week of a video without talking about search ranking volatility. On April 25th, actually a week ago, noticed some things heating up in the search results. It was, I think, significant. Since then, actually, people have been complaining about indexing issues, not large indexing issues, but like quality-related indexing issues, in my opinion. I've been following it. It's not widespread, but maybe I'll get into more of that next week if it keeps going on. That being said, there was definitely search ranking volatility on April 25th. I'm seeing a little bit this morning, but I'm going to keep an eye on it and track it over the weekend. And if it's something big, again, I'll report about it on Sunday like I did last week. Any event, so if you noticed that there was on the 25th, there was also on the 22nd and 23rd of April. So definitely Google is playing around with stuff. There are some sites that got hit big time in the past couple weeks, so keep that in mind. I also posted my monthly Google Webmaster report. I called it the May 2025 Google Webmaster report, where I recap pretty much everything that's going on in the past month. There were no confirmed official Google updates this past month, but it was very intense ranking volatility, and I go through a bunch of other stuff, so definitely take a look at that. You could catch up very quickly by going to the post on May 1st and looking at that Webmaster report. So yesterday, Google announced that they are now testing AI mode in the actual wild. It's a very limited test. This is how Google launched SGE, for now known as AI Overviews, where they actually started testing it out in the wild for a limited number of users without them having to opt into it. So that's being tested in the wild. You may see it if you don't opt into it. Two, now anybody in the US 18 plus could actually opt into SGE in opt into AI mode in Search Labs and actually get it immediately. There's no more wait list. Also, Google has added new features like product cards and place cards. Obviously, product cards and place cards. So product cards, yeah, the whole affiliate business or comparison stuff, it's a big deal, and shopping is going into AI mode, as well as places like Google Maps and Google Local Listings are going directly into the AI mode. And also Google launched a history tab, where you can pick up your conversation from a while ago directly in AI mode. This actually started again, it was announced last night, so definitely take a look at that. In Google's depositions regarding the Department of Justice, Google admitted that they use search signals and data to help train their Gemini AI models. Now, I'm not sure if this is new, but it was covered in the information. Glenn Gabe quoted it, and it basically says that. But we kind of knew this when SGE launched, when Google told us they use core search ranking systems for SGE and their AI stuff. But in any event, it's very important to note that, and I figured we'd go ahead and cover that. Google Search Console had this very interesting loophole that was covered within a day where, as you know, Google Discover is coming out for desktop, and there was a way to add parameters to the Google Discover report in Google Search Console, the performance report for Google Discover in Search Console, where you add parameters to say, show me desktop versus mobile. This is initially spotted by Brody Clark, and then John Chiata shares some significant data around this information. Then Google took this down, literally like I think it was within a day of this going live. So it just shows that maybe Google Search Console will bring desktop data for Discover soon, I guess once it launches maybe in production. Talking about Search Console, Google Search Console had like an API data problem for about a week. It was delayed for about a week start, and then it was stuck on April 22nd for a while. So if you do use the API for Search Console, definitely make sure to refresh that if you haven't, because it may have been stuck for the past week or so. On the ad side, Ginny Marvin went back to something that I covered back in February, where Google's people also considered sponsor results. And initially when I covered this, I'm like, this doesn't look like an ad. There's no ads there. It's just like people also consider. And it goes to another search results. But they were labeled sponsored. I'm like, what the heck is this? And then Glenn Gabe covered it, and he saw it himself like a month or a few weeks ago. on April 14th. And then Julie Bocchini asked, like, what the heck is this? And Jeannie Marvin responded to Julie on April 29th saying, this is currently an experiment. Advertisers do not pay for clicks on these placements. As part of this experiment, we label this unit as sponsored because it links to search results for commercial queries related to the search. So Google is starting to label search features that may link to commercial queries as sponsored. Again, this is really weird, but maybe this is going to be more labels about search results that aren't actually, when you click on them, they don't actually cost money. I don't know. I had to cover this. It was super weird. But in any event, yeah, I don't know. Take what you want from that. Also, Google officially announced and launched, or is launching, channel reporting in Performance Max, plus a bunch of features like asset reporting and so forth. Initially, this was launched back in March. It was a leak, and Google spoke about it at a conference, and they weren't supposed to speak about it at a conference, or it wasn't supposed to be covered. In any event, now it's official. New channel reporting in Performance Max is out, in full search term reporting for more detailed asset reporting that will show you all the metrics for individual. Advertisers are super happy about this. The reports are detailed. It's really, really useful. So definitely take a look at that. This is a really big upgrade for a lot of people. Of course, now they have channel reporting, they want channel blocking or channel controls for Performance Max, not just the reporting. So yeah, obviously Google gives us a little bit, and a lot of it. Should have given this a while ago. And now people want more. And of course, Google probably will give us more, hopefully. We'll see. Google is testing linking reviews, like the reviews button in the local panel, like the local side, when you click on reviews, to AI overviews. I can't replicate this myself. This is spotted by Todd Hayes, and for his company, notice that when you click on the reviews, it takes to an AI overview for that review. Super interesting to see this. I can't replicate this, but this is super scary to see this. I don't think this should happen, but again, Google will be testing what they're testing. And then Google's testing showing AI overviews on the right-hand side. Again, I can't replicate this, but Jamie posted about this. Here's a screenshot of that. Again, it was kind of out of the way. I kind of like it better, but again, Google's testing this, and I cannot replicate this. Google Merchant Center now has a new feature in the back end, in the console, where you can actually search for products by just typing some queries. So when you click on the search for products, it gives you these like I don't know, like a dozen or so suggested ideas, and then you can actually type your own query. And then when you do that, it will actually go ahead and do filters in the back end to show you things that match that, which is super useful. This is spotted by Feed Army, Emmanuel. Nice find there. Google is testing new shipping returns and payment section in the retailer merchant knowledge panel. This is spotted by Brody Clark. You can see a screenshot of it over here on the right-hand side. Also, Sash and Patel also noticed some changes there as well. But again, that's been changing for a while. Google is testing also a new shopping ads design, which looks more like images, like an image box. Usually the shopping carousel is just like all these long vertical shopping ads that scroll. Now Google's testing showing it more like an image pack, where there's these wider images and you can click to expand. This is first spotted by Sash and Patel a couple weeks ago, and then Brody Clark spotted this as well. Here's some screenshots of it. Not sure I like this, but maybe it is. Maybe it's better. I don't know. I guess Google's been testing it, and we'll see what actually converts better. Google's also testing a track deals from search toggle button. This is spotted also by Sash and Patel, where you can actually toggle on and say, I want to track the deals on this specific search to be notified when there's better deals for these products or solutions. Bing Copilot answers in the Bing search results. The Copilot answers Bing search results now has this video section. Again, spotted by Sash and Patel. Here's a screenshot of that. Pretty interesting. Microsoft has announced their earnings this week, and I think things were pretty good for them. But when you break it down to the ad earnings, specifically the search ads earnings, they were up 21% again. So again, very good quarter for Microsoft, but 21% up this past quarter for search ad revenue. In the previous quarter, 21%. Here's a chart showing the chart over time. It used to be the days when they were up 40% in terms of search ad revenue, but those days are long gone. Google AdSense will now start showing ads in AI chatbots. This is an article by Bloomberg where they said they already began testing this in AI search apps like iAsk and Liner, and plans to allow other chatbots, AI chatbots, to actually embed AdSense ads. It makes sense. This is a way for Google to actually get their ads in AI chatbots that may be popular or may not be popular, and it makes sense that AdSense is doing this. ChatGPT search announced a bunch of new features. Specifically, the big one is shopping features. So now there's shopping features. OpenAI said there's no ads there. It's just organic They don't make commissions on this. There's no affiliate structure there, and it's pretty good. It's a great interface. It really is, probably gives Google a concern, if I have to say that. So there are shopping new features in ChatGPT's search features. Also, they actually announced multiple citations are now given for a response, which is pretty cool. There's also trending and autocomplete features there as well. So really, this ChatGPT search is adding shopping, citations, trending, autocomplete. It's becoming more searchy, which probably will drive a little concern for Google. On the Apple Intelligence side, according to depositions and Department of Justice, Google has confirmed that they spoke to Apple. So Sundar Pichai spoke to Tim Cook at Apple, saying that they will have a deal by the middle of this year to embed Gemini features directly in Apple Intelligence. And at the end of 2025, you will see Gemini features directly in Apple Intelligence. So this is big news that was out this week. And finally, Apple updated their Applebot documentation explaining the differences between Applebot-Extended and Applebot. And it goes through this in much more detail as opposed to previous versions. So that I posted about on April 28th. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the Search Engine Roundtable at SEOroundtable.com over the past week. Thanks to Bruce Clay again for sponsoring. Have a safe, great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Goodbye.